So to be completely honest with you, I made this video a couple of times. But while reviewing it, I thought, geez, this is long and boring. And really the whole point was to cover when to use this, that, these, and those. And most importantly, how to remember which one to use. So I changed up everything, which means this lesson may not be fancy to watch, but I can guarantee you that by the end of it, you will definitely know which word to use by using my mnemonic memory hack. So let's get started. So what do we need to know? Well, the first thing we need to know is if it is one item or more than one item. Once we know whether we have one item or more than one item, then we need to work out what the distance of that item or items are from us. So let's start with whether it's one item or multiple items. If there is one item, you will use either this or that. And for multiple items, you will use these or those. Now you're probably asking, but how do I remember that? Well, here comes the memory trick. How many letters are in the words this and that? 4, right? And how many letters are in the words these and those? There are 5 letters. Okay, so the more items, the more letters. If I have one item, then I know I have to use either one of the 2 shorter words. And if I have more than one item, I need to use one of the 2 longer words. Make sense? Remember, more items, more letters. Okay, so now we know that the more items, the more letters. So we use this and that for one item, and these or those for more than one item. So then next we need to figure out the distance. So let's say, for example, we have one item, and we now know that we will need to use either this or that. We need to know if the item is close to us or far away. Now when I say close, I mean we can hold it or we can touch it. That's close. If we have to point at it or we can't reach it, then it's far away. So let's say in this example that it's close to us. Here comes our mnemonic memory trick. This has an I in it. So this can remind you of I am holding the item. This is for close because close is holding or touching, right? So if this is close, we automatically know that that is going to be for far away. Okay, so one item, close is this and far away is that. What about these and those? Okay, so we know that we need to use these or those for more than one item. Now the trick. Look at those. Those has an O in it for over there. Over there is something that is away from you. So you know that those is for far away, and these would then be for close to you. Making sense? Now, I know it might seem a little confusing, but let's go over some quick quiz questions and we can break down the hacks to remember. Starting with question 1. Something shoes are mine. So the first thing that you need to look at in the sentence is, are they talking about one item or more than one item? Shoes. It may be a pair of shoes or a dozen pairs of shoes. But what's the rule if it's more than one? The more items, the more letters. So we know straight away that it's going to be either these or those. Now the picture here shows that the boy's shoes are far away from him. So do you remember how to work out whether these or those are for far away? Yes, the O in those stands for over there. So the sentence is, those shoes are mine. Let's take a look at question 2. Something book is really interesting. So, are we talking about one item or multiple items? Book. Book is one item. So straight away we know that it's going to be either this or that. One item, less letters, this or that. Now we need to figure out distance. If we have a look at the picture, the lady is holding a book. So the book is close to her. Do you remember which one to use for close to? Looking at this, we see the I am holding the book. So the answer is going to be this. This is used for close to you. So this book is really interesting. Number 3. I want something cookies on the table. So cookies. Is cookies one item or multiple items? It's more than one, so it's multiple items. So straight away again we know the more items, the more letters we need to use these or those. Now looking at the picture, the little girl is pointing to the cookies. They're not within her reach, so they're far away. Which one out of these or those do we use for far away? Over there. We use those. I want those cookies on the table. And the last one, something flowers smell so nice. So, one item or more than one? Flowers with an S. So it's more than one. So we know more than one will be these or those. And if we look at the picture, the lady is holding the flowers. So she's touching them. So these or those, we know that those from the O is over there. So automatically it eliminates that one. And we know it's going to be these. These flowers smell so nice. Okay, going over our tips and tricks to remember. Multiple items, more letters. So we know we need to use these or those. One item, less letters, this and that. This is close and that is far away. How do we remember that? We look at the letters. I for I am holding this, which is close, and these and those for far away. Looking at the letters, the O tells us over there, so we know that those is for far away. Now, hopefully these mnemonics help you to remember which there, those, this or that you need to use. If you have any questions, feel free to comment and I'll get back to you. Bye for now.